isn't it? So I should... Ah, right, okay. So I am back live now. So huge apologies about that. But basically what has happened is outside the Leicester City Stadium, the family that owns Leicester City were in a helicopter. The helicopter has taken off, and as it was going outside of the stadium, the bit that controls the, what's it called? The propeller lost control, and the helicopter nosedived into the staff car park. Now I have seen some footage of this helicopter, and it's totally on fire. The helicopter is on fire. The BT Sport crew were allowed to film a little bit, and then they had to get out. They had to leave and exit the... I'll get the footage up now. They had to leave their thing. They had to get out. There was a fire in the stadium. The fire went. Hello to Jack. Hello to Jack Vlogs. Hello to AVFC Legend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Jules Klobs, Football Rapid as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. So there is some footage. I'm going to show it now. So here we are. Sorry, so as you can see from this, you can see the fire. That behind there is the helicopter. So it's very bad news. They're just getting an update. They have all been asked to move. They have all been asked to get away. The emergency services are now there. They are trying to get the situation under control. I probably will get copyrighted for that footage, yes. But I'll just take the video down after. Who was in there? The people that were in there are expected to be the hierarchy of the Leicester City board. And the Leicester City chairman is definitely in there. They usually take off and go to London, where they are based in that helicopter. This happens every single time. There is no details on how they are or who is involved. Lewis Steele. So they took off from where they take off usually, which is just in the pitch around the centre circle. They go over the stadium and they fly out. Their propeller stopped working and they nosedived into the staff car park. This means that there are people still around. There are people that have not left the stadium yet, and they could also be caught in this. As well as this, there is so many from this footage that I'm just seeing. It's on its side. The players may be. It's probably the staff. The staff car park is where it went. It only went around 200 yards, so not very far at all. It just got put up, and it's really dangerous situation right now. Absolutely horrendous. There is another video that's just been put up. I'll just grab that one real quick and put it. It's just showing. There's a person who's. Actually, I tell you what I'll do. I'll just... Oh, not web page. Right, okay. So please ignore that. But as you can see from this video, there is a lot of issues. There's a massive fire. There's police, there's ambulances. There are so many things going on at the moment, which is so concerning. That's only 19 seconds long. That is better footage there, but it really is a bad situation. I can see myself like 4 or 5 times. It's a really bad situation. I think this is one of the worst things I've ever seen. It looks like it's going to be very, very, very tragic. I literally have no idea what is going on. Yeah, so it took fire. There could have been trouble. It obviously crashed, so they might have struggled to get out. There's anything that could be. Thanks so much for everyone who is subbing, by the way. That really, really means a lot. Wish it was Mike Ashley. That's not a nice comment at all. Come on, Sam, you're better than that. First, that horrible injury, and then this. Well, a horrible injury is just a thing. Was the owner inside the helicopter? They have not confirmed who is in the helicopter, but I would imagine the people in the helicopters are going to be the hierarchy of the family that owns the Thai family that owns Leicester City. Would 99% be in that as well. There's also expected to be, you know, big people who are involved as well, and that is really, really bad. Let's hope nobody gets injured. Hopefully no one is hurt. But it's going to be a very, 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 it's a really, really awful situation. The BT Sport crew had to leave their thing. They had to get out due to the fire. It's a really, really horrible situation. I'm going to try and get this that video I just showed. There we are. Right, so I'm going to put that video up now. Just have it playing. Forever. This is, you know, you can see how much of a terrible, terrible situation this is. There was a problem in the tail fin. In the tail fin, that's what I said, isn't it? This is an absolutely horrendous situation, and we'll try and stay live as we go on. There is no news on how they are. They should be going to hospital as soon as possible. I'm getting a notification here. I'll get that up as well and see what they say. But it looks like I am 99% sure. I was actually watching Premier League tonight, just watching it, and I thought they were just wrapping up the show. I didn't realise it went off at 10 to 9, 10 minutes before 10 minutes before the show was meant to end. There was Leicester police have made a statement. They have said that they are aware of the situation. The emergency services are dealing with the situation. The helicopter belongs to Leicester City owner Vinay Sherivadhana Prabhava. I'm sure I butchered that name, and I apologise profusely, but it's crashed outside. This is what Leicester police have had to say. We are dealing with an incident in the vicinity of the King Power Stadium. Emergency services are aware and dealing with the situation. This is an absolutely terrible, terrible situation. Yes, at least most people were in the car park. Why isn't that? At least most people weren't in the car park. That is true. But at the same time, there is probably going to be an issue. There's going to be so many issues. I have Sky Sports News in my ear right now. I'm getting updates on the phone. We're going to try and stay live. I have no idea how many people are watching. Huh? Oh, I'm on the... We'll stay live until there are any news. If there are any horrible comments, Jack, please feel free to get rid of them. Heard of it? Tort Verve says, Heard an explosion briefly just a few minutes ago. I support LFC. I was scared poopless. Were you at the game? Bad for Leicester. So it looks like that the situation is that most fans would have left the stadium by now. They have no real reason to stay away. However, the problem is that this hit the staff car park. The staff car park, please get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of that one. The staff car park, most people wouldn't have left. They'd still be hanging around. They might be in the stadium. They might be in the car. What do you mean? How the hell the helicopter crashed? So the what to say? What's the tail fin? What is the tail fin? So the back end of it, which I thought it was, the back end of the craft malfunctioned, and it was going in, and it just went into the went into the thing. It looks like it nosedived. If you do help those people, where was it going to land? It was going home. It was going home. It was going to take him home. It was going to take his family home and everyone else home. His home is meant to be in London. He usually is in London, and that's where he goes. So he doesn't attend every match, but he attends a lot of matches. So he was going home. I'm only 10. Yes, just stay away. Don't go and help. Don't go and help. That's why there are medics. There are everyone they need. I live in Leicester, and as much as I don't support them, I wish everyone is okay, says Emma Alice. Thank you so much for tuning in. XD videos, I ain't going on the chopper again. This is a very, very fluke accident. I've been on a helicopter. There is no news. I am staying up to date as much as I can. There is no news on how they are. However, it is likely that they will be taken straight to hospital. They crashed. Not only did they crash, there was fire, there was smoke. There are so many things that are awful. UFC man, I'm in Southampton and I'm watching you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a really, really horrible situation. I wasn't planning on doing a video. I wasn't planning on going live. Was the manager definitely inside? I am sure he would not be involved in this. I'm sure he was not in. I am sure he was not inside. It's not expected that he was inside. And I would imagine Claude Puel is not involved in this. I thought it was a firework. What did happen? So the helicopter took off, and it took off, and it went over the stadium as it usually does. This is a usual occurrence for this. It is a usual thing for this to happen. This happens pretty much every game that they attend. They take the helicopter, which is a really, really, really efficient way of getting from one end to the other. Oh God, where am I? And then it's the tail end just the little propeller stopped working, and they totally lost control, because that's how they sort of balance using this thing here. And unfortunately, it went straight into the into the car park. So there could be people hurt on the ground. There could be, obviously, the people in there could be absolutely. There is no news. Please stop saying that. Please stop saying that he's died, because that's clearly not what has happened. I'm just trying to get updates. If anyone fancies giving updates, feel free to drop them in the chat. This is absolutely horrendous news, and hopefully we'll get an update soon. It is a really, really, really bad situation. Man City fans in 2003. That is cool. I saw the helicopter, says TJ Daly. The fire and explosion would surely have hurt them badly. Yes, I would imagine they are in a very, very bad owner. The owner's family normally travel in the helicopter, but apparently the owner was the only family member that attended. So that is very, very interesting. Love and care from Colchester. I live close to the stadium. mechanical fault. Yeah, so this is a chemical fault as well. This is an horrendous situation. That is what is expected. The BT people had to get out. There was a fire drill. Everyone had to leave the stadium. There was people on the pitch going absolutely insane, and everyone had to get out. The stadium had to cut short. The program had to cut short. The owner is such a genuine man. Hope he is okay. Of course, we hope he is okay. It is a really, really horrific situation at the minute. I literally have no idea what will happen here. I've never, ever in my entire life had an incident like this before. It's such a weird thing to happen. You know, you've had plane crashes. This is a totally different situation. For for it to go down, I would imagine it wasn't too far in the air. Yeah, we'll show that one. That's fine. I would imagine it wasn't too far in the air. So yeah, 400 plus people when I was 12 watching. When will we find out? There's no news at the minute. They need to get to the stadium as fast as possible, get the people out. Like I say, if they were only going over the stadium, they would only be, you know, X amount high, which is very. It's good that they weren't very high. Which would be absolutely dreadful. Over 350 people watching. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in and decided for me to share the news. That really means a lot. This is the only clip I can find at the minute. I'm trying to stay with news items that are trustworthy, if that makes sense. You know, you can have many people suggesting things, and it's hard to. It's hard to tell fact from fiction. There's a few pictures. I'll try to get up. That's the only video I have seen at the moment, and it's a very awful situation. We will stay live, of course. So there is a picture here of this of it. If I can get that up real quick. So here we are. So you can see the helicopter is on its side in that photograph, and it's an absolutely horrendous situation. I'm watching Sky News for the latest. I haven't got Sky Sports News on. Is Sky News any better? No, we've got Angela Merkel. I'll stick with Sky Sports News. Russell Greenslade, thanks so much for tuning in. This stuff can happen so easily. BTF took their program off the air. Yes, it was 12 minutes when they took it off. My uncle and kids went to the game and went for a pub for a drink. Police showed up and told them they were not to let anyone else in or out. They don't know if this was the heli or fans causing trouble. This probably was the helicopter situation. My camera's gone funny. There we go. But it's really important to stay with news of authority or very good. So that picture is absolutely horrific. You know, to see that. If I could just maybe move that up and then move this one down. You know, for it to be on its side is absolutely horrendous. It's an absolutely horrendous, and we wish Vichai all of the best in this situation. This is a situation that I literally was getting ready to come off. I was playing a bit of FIFA. I was playing Ultimate Team. I saw the news. I came off Ultimate Team, and I just come straight live. If you are you know, into football, thanks, or just interested in news in general, I really do appreciate you tuning into me. There is no news on how he is at the minute, but this is an absolutely horrendous situation. News is very scarce at the minute. So he has been an owner for a very small amount of time, considering he took the club over He took the club over before. He took the club over when just before they got promoted from the Championship. He has obviously guided them to the amazing, amazing heights of Champions League football, of winning the league, which is absolutely insane. Where are you from? I'm from... why is my camera playing up? That's the net. Right. Mirror has more news and photos. Thank you so much, Callum. I will check that out now. But we will try and stay live as long as we can. You know, it's a really, really awful situation. It's been a horrible day. Whatever your thoughts are on Glenn Hoddle, he is very, very unwell in hospital. A Brighton fan sadly lost her life during their game against Wolves, and that is very, very sad as well. So really, really, really shit day overall. You know, this is a really, really bad situation. So you can... I'm just going to stick this one up. You can see just how bad the... you can see just how bad the fire is. You know, it's very, very serious indeed. It looks like there won't be too many other people besides the people who were involved will be hurt. It's likely no one outside the stadium will, you know, there is a likelihood of maybe some really, really bad things happening. Going to with the shitty day, an ambulance was flipped over my town today. They're just... no one has been confirmed dead. No. The emergency services have gone. They just updated me now. I'm just going to watch this little clip. Rob Dorset, the Sky person, is outside. Halifax fan, nice. I have Sky Sports News on.
A lot of people have been talking about it being a two-horse race.
So they said it was up for just a few seconds before it came down. There is no knowing who was in there. The only people that would know would be people close to the to Leicester City.